Ah, almost got me. Woo, get it. I felt the teeth scratch my finger. That was the teeth going. That was awesome.
Got it.
That was so lucky. I was not prepared at all. My name is Joseph Carter, and I am the Mink Man.
When I was a senior in high school, I started learning about the American mink. I was told that mink were horrible, vicious little animals who were impossible to tame. Challenge accepted. I've been in love with mink ever since. I get mink from fur farms and give them a new life. In this new life, my mink live as naturally as possible, even hunting for their dinner the way a wild mink would. So come join me on my adventures as we learn more about this intense little predator, the amazing American mink. Alrighty, so we were driving along checking the canal, and we've got here telltale sign of almost guaranteed to be a muskrat. You look here, you can see, let's use my pointer here so I don't muck up the water. You can see the mud trail coming out of the den. Something has gone in there very recently or come out, back and forth. You can see the bright green grass here and here. Muskrats actively feeding, actively going in and out of the burrow. If I was a betting man, I would bet there's a muskrat there, and pretty good chance I'd be right. There's always a chance that you're wrong, but the chances are in my side. So let's see what we can catch.
If there's not a muskrat, you just don't use the footage. Right?
And if there's no muskrat, we'll erase all this so you don't know I'm a fool. No. No. So I'll actually use this if there's no muskrat. This is Mr. Crockett. He is Boon's brother, and he's gonna be hunting with us today. Ready to go, Mr. Crockett?
Right in.
Go.
Wait. Oh.
Now the question is, do I put it here or over there? Right there. That's the answer. Who's going up?
Do you want me to jump over there?
Ah, almost got me. Woo, get him. Good job, buddy. Good job. Ah, almost got me. Woo, get him. Good job, buddy.
It's pretty good.
Good job.
Really fast, too.
Good job, Boon. We did. We caught a muskrat.
Do you think there's another one or just one?
Good job, Mr. Crockett. Crap, where'd the tail go?
Which tail?
Muskrat tail. Oh, there it is. No.
Nope.
There it is. It's over here. Oh, got it. Good job, Mr. Crockett. In you go. Good job. His name's Crockett.
Yep, he's a good boy.
He did a good job. That is Boon's brother. How did you know?
Because he said that.
Because I said that. You're so smart. Yeah, that was pretty quick and easy. Pretty proud of him. That was a pretty cool little catch.
Let's catch another muskrat.
Yeah. Daddy, can we watch the...
Oh my goodness, look, you've got pollen all over your nose. Look at that yellow nose. You're sniffing that flower too carefully. You got it all over your nose. So I'm feeding him right here through the back of the cage. The idea is, while he eats this, I'm gonna sneak the muskrat out the back door, and we'll see if there's another one. I'll give him a good chunk there to lick.
I can hold it there.
You're okay, you're filming, don't worry about it. There you go, as slick as can be.
Look at those teeth.
Got the muskrat out. Man, look at that blood, man. He crunched it good. Alrighty, one down.
Hopefully like 10 more to go.
That's Boon's brother.
You're right. How did you know that?
Because you say that.
Because you heard me say that?
Say that.
Yeah, you girls are so smart. You listen to Daddy, huh?
Yeah, I listen to that.
I'm so proud of you. You're my smart girls.
I'm not going closer than Daddy. I'm closer than Daddy.
You girls are such good girls. Okay, that should be enough.
Look,
Give him a good little reward.
Look at my finger, Daddy.
See if there's another one in there just in case. We're probably done. That was probably just one, but who knows?
Came
That
out
was
really
so
fast.
That was so quick that there could be another one still hiding in there.
Look at
Chances are the other one would have tried to sneak away while we were distracted because he smelled the mink in there, but yeah, who knows? We'll find out. Look at your yellow fingers.
Do you want me to run grab another mink?
Daddy, with the muskrat came, I'm gonna catch it.
Okay, catch the muskrat if it comes. Did it go?
My net.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah, I see. Give him a second. Uh-oh, you're distracting the mink. Don't distract the mink with the toys. Drop those down. Drop that down. Drop the little string. You're distracting him. He thinks you have something good. Yeah,
I think he's done.
Crockett, dude, man, doesn't matter how much he's eating. He's like fire.
He's there.
All the time. Like, you go to open the cage door to Crockett,
Okay.
he's slamming on the door. Like, you open it a crack and he'll squeeze out. Like, that guy is such fire. Such fire. A little too much fire, but I like it. Okay, guys, let's go catch another one.
Look, he's catching.
Oh, what you catching, Ellie?
I'm catching a tail.
You're catching a tail? Get it, Ellie, get it.
You're getting a muskrat tail.
You're getting a muskrat tail? Catch it. Catch it with your hand. Oh, you got it with the grabber. Good job. Pick it up.
I can do this. Oh, grab
Oh, it got away. Okay, let's go, cute girls.
it.
Let's go find another one.
Let's go find another one's muskrat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost fell in the canal here.
Yeah.
The back tire slid and like it was like, and I was like angled down. Like I had no option but to go in the canal. And some miracle I pulled out and didn't go in. Okay, so this muskrat hole looks promising, and let me show you why. If you zoom in here, you can see this little clod of grass and mud plugged in the hole. Also, you can see that little cloud of mud coming out at the base of the hole. Those two things tell me that this is most likely an active muskrat den. So the reason they plug their holes, my belief is, it's basically to try and keep predators out. So muskrats, unlike most animals who always have their holes above ground, they're accustomed to having their holes underwater. And if you notice, the water level would be right about here under normal circumstances when the canal isn't drained. So they would feel perfectly safe because the water's covering their entrance. But when the water's drained like it is now, the canal's drained, excuse me, they're exposed and they feel very exposed. So what they do is they plug up their hole to kind of feel a little more secure. So let's put a mink in and see if there's something in it. Got Mr. Crockett here. He's anxious to go. Anytime he sees my hand come to open the kennel, he gets extra excited. He knows I'm about to open it. Let's see if he'll dig past that plug. Oh, good job. He went
Went right past it.
right past the plug.
So now we watch.
Right up there. I think that's a crayfish hole. I think it's a little crayfish hole. I wonder if he's running one around. He kind of came out of there like he's expecting to see something. This is a bit of an extensive hole. Girls, stop playing. Stop playing. I don't want you to distract me. Be quiet. He's running pretty good over there, Justin, so that if action happens, you can...
Sure.
There it goes. Woo! Got it! I was not prepared at all. That was the
He
luckiest
just put the net in the water and you got it.
I was so lucky. I was not prepared at all. I'm like, I was in the middle of saying something and all of a sudden, boom! That was sweet. Woo, he's gonna get me. Yeah. Woo! Get this. Wow, that was wild.
He's big. He's big.
It's
You could just let him have it.
He caught it. Oh, okay, you caught the muskrat. Okay.
Alrighty, that was a lucky catch.
That was sweet.
You
I
just
was
put
like,
the net in the water.
whoa, I like backhanded it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
Yeah, good try.
See if there's another one.
20 minutes later.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. King of the rock, huh? You can see he's drying off on it plenty. Yeah, he's just Joe. He's escaping. Joe, he's leaving.
What's he doing?
He's leaving. I can't see him anymore. He just went over a fence. There we go. Here he is. That was fast.
Good job, buddy. I love Crockett, man. He's got a lightning fast recall. He's got a lightning fast everything, this mink.
Sharpen that down.
Gotta tell you what, man. It's hard to say who I like more, Boon or Crockett. They're screaming pair of brothers, man. Awesome mink. Let's go see if we can find another one. Come on, girls. Vámonos. Olive, vente por acá. Ya.
I got a stick. I got a stick.
You got a stick?
Yeah.
How come you're so dang cute?
This is no water in here. This is the water.
Oh yeah, let's go, girls. Okay, so it's about time we head home, and we haven't fed Crockett up yet. He's done some good work. Caught one muskrat, flushed another. So we want to end on a good note and feed him up. We got a little hole here that we do not think something's in it, but there's a chance there's something in it. So it's not a hole with 0 chance, it's just like a low % chance that anything's here. So we're gonna stick him in, see if something's there. If nothing's there, then we're gonna finish up on a dead muskrat with on a string, feed him up, call it a day. Fully blocked. Maybe why you didn't want it.
Use my boot. There we go. I like to see that. Sort of just wait and listen.
There it is, there's muskrat. Ah, good thing we tried. I think he caught one at the other one. He baited it. So you should come flying out with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen.
Where did it come out? There's another one. He went in here, right? That's where he went in, right?
Yeah, he just went in here because.
Oh, there's muskrat running.
I thought it went up here. In here?
Yeah, turn it. Go
Look.
back. Well,
Can we catch it? Oh,
He's gone. They have some goofy hole we can never figure out. And he's in it now.
can we send Crockett in there?
No. Not very easily. We've never figured it out. So you gotta get up to it too. How did he sneak past wherever he went?
I thought I heard him,
There is a hole.
and I think I did hear him. Or it could be another muskrat.
I mean,
Could be a third muskrat in this barren area.
yeah, Crockett's got one. I feel pretty confident.
Yeah, because he'd be out here by now if he didn't.
Sure.
He'd probably call him now. How well caching does he do?
I have no idea. I've done it once.
Well, we're about to find out. There he is, up there.
Give me a chance to cash it, or should I? Just leave it, Just give him a little snack. Let's see if he'll cash it.
One eternity later.
I'll keep it open.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Whoa!
Oh,
Did you get bit?
I felt his teeth. Hit my finger. Like
We got that on camera.
it didn't hurt, but I felt the teeth scratch my finger. Like I might. Oh look!
Oh,
It
yeah,
scratched
yeah.
it. It actually cut the skin.
Wow.
But that wasn't a bite. That was just a scratch. That was the teeth going. Oh, that was awesome.
Most people would think that's not awesome.
So cool. Holy crap. I was like, no! Like I could feel it. And I moved my hand, but this. Well, that was so close.
They're so fast.
Oh my gosh, this guy especially.
Yeah, it's like Cece all over again.
Oh my heck, dude, it scratched it. Like, that's how close I was to being bitten. That was his tooth grazing the skin. Like, obviously that's not a hurt, that doesn't hurt at all, that's a joke. But like, that was so close to hurting, like heck. Oh my gosh, that would have hurt so bad. Because he would have latched on as hard as he could,
Yeah.
and he would have been convinced that every pull I made was me trying to take his meat from him. So he'd just bit all harder and pulled harder, because the meat was covering my hand. So he'd have thought I was stealing his food, and he just bit harder and pulled back. Oh, that would have been horrible.
So close.
Oh, that was so close, man. Woo! Okay, let's see if we can get this muskrat back.
Oh, the beaver! Oh, the beaver!
You got the beaver.
It's just a fishing pool.
Yeah, it's just pretend.
Oh, the beaver! Oh, the beaver! What's your hand? Oh, bet your hand.
So this is called a ferret finder. And what this does is it helps you to find where to dig down to a ferret that's down on a rabbit. They're underground, they killed a rabbit, you don't know where to dig it up. And this shows you where the ferret is. The ferret's underground, you go along, you figure out where it's at, beep, 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 you dig there. So that's the purpose of it. So unfortunately, if I lose my mink, this isn't gonna help me very well, unless I just so happen to walk over top of it, right? Well, it's underground. So we also use this for terriers. They have bigger ones made for terriers, but I figured, you know what? Just get one for a ferret and put it on either animal. So for Leia, we've got this little teeny collar, and obviously it doesn't go around her neck. This goes around her collar. So we just slip that onto Leia's collar, and boom, she's got the tracking device on her, and then take it off, and she does it. So all I do is pull off this little teeny collar that goes over Leia's normal collar, right? Then I slip in this mink-sized one. There we go, now it's a mink-sized collar. This is more of a emergency kind of safety measure that we're even putting this on. Not that we plan on digging the way ferreters do all the time when their ferret catches a rabbit. This is basically a safety precaution if we need to dig. So let's go see if we can get this muskrat back. So we're putting a harness on Boon because, as you guys have seen if you've watched my other videos, he is not 100% when it comes to caching muskrats. He's very good with rats, pretty close to 100%. I don't know if you'd say 100%, but high 90s. But when it comes to muskrats, he is extremely inconsistent. Alrighty, let's go see if we can get that muskrat back. He came out. If he doesn't, there we go. Squish down in there, Brandon. I think it doesn't help with the collar on too. Yeah.
A few moments later.
I don't know what the heck he's doing. Like he goes back and forth just a little bit.
Yeah, no
Now he's
clue.
going in deeper. I don't know if he was digging. See, like that.
Yeah.
That was a perfect, like, he was dragging it, but there's nothing. Maybe I should let him go and read where he stops and then try digging to that spot.
Yeah.
What's that? With this one, yes. He's supposed to bring it back, but it's not consistent with muskrats. What's funny is with brown rats, he almost always brings them out immediately. In fact, sometimes they're not even dead yet. They're still twitching and he brings them back so fast. But muskrats, for some reason, he just doesn't like to bring them back.
There it is.
Oh, it's right there. Ha ha ha. Woohoo!
He got it.
He got it. Its head is right there. That's why he came up to me. He's like, hey dude, where's my food? See, look, he pulled it out.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Good job, Boon.
Don't eat me, don't eat me.
Oh, I could trust him. Good job, Boon. Woohoo! So it was killed previously,
Yeah.
and we could tell because one got away, and we could tell that he caught it because he didn't come out after it. So we saw one muskrat flying out with no mink following it, and he didn't come out for like 15-10 minutes. So we're like, okay, he killed one in there. There's no question. He killed, because if it comes out, he should be out within seconds or at least a couple minutes looking around like, where is it? But he came out all like, I got one, you know?
Did you get paid by the muskrat?
What's that?
You get paid for each one you get?
Yeah, per muskrat or raccoon or beaver, depends on what it is.
You get raccoons?
Not with the mink, with the dogs.
The dog.
Yeah, the mink are way too big for that, or it's too small for that.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got she's at home right now, but we have a little dog that goes in the holes like the mink does. But of course, raccoon holes and beaver holes are big. And she goes down there and like if it's a beaver, she just nips it on the butt and chases it out and then we get it. And if it's a raccoon, she'll fight it because raccoons don't run, they just fight. Yeah, they're really mean. So they don't run out. Beavers are scared. The minute the dog goes in there, like, oh, and they come running out. But raccoons, they're just like, bring it on, buddy. And they'll just sit there and fight and fight and fight. So while she's fighting it, we have the same collar that we put on the same tracker that we put on the mink. And we have this little device. So he's got the collar on right now. And see, it'll tell me. I'll dig right here. This is where they're at. And so we have the same device on the dog. And so we're going, dee, 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 dee. Oh, she's right here. And then we'll dig down. And raccoons are really loud, so you can hear it. Okay.
Raccoons live under the ground?
Not always. They'll live wherever they can. So they'll live in pipes, they'll live under the ground, they'll live in trees, they'll live in your attic, they'll live anywhere.
Yeah.
They'll even live just in the reeds. Like this isn't thick enough, but if you get a big patch of reeds, they'll just go sleep in the reeds. Or thick bushes, they'll just go sleep in the bushes. They'll sleep anywhere. Okay, so she's right here fighting the raccoon. So then we get a shovel and we dig right down to where she's at. And then I've got a really big dog. Well, he's not really big, but he's 60 pounds. He can't fit in the hole. And he'll reach down there with her and grab the coon and pull it out and kill it. So, but the beavers are too dangerous because of their big teeth. So we don't let the dogs fight the beaver. They have to just chase it. They cannot fight it.
Beavers are meaner than raccoons?
Well, they cut down trees.
Yeah.
So you think about it, if they can cut down a tree, what are they going to do if they bite the dog? Like, not a pretty sight. So the dogs just bite the beaver and bark at the beaver and make him run. And then when he comes out, we spear it. That way it's safe for the dog. But yeah, so we have a channel. So along with getting paid by the canal company, which honestly isn't really enough to live off of, it's supplementary, but it's not going to be like, I can't feed the family with it, you know. So I have a YouTube channel where I teach people, kind of like I'm teaching you, like how we train the mink and how we catch the stuff. And then we put it on as an educational program, and then people watch it, and YouTube pays me. I don't, because I don't do a lot of residential. It's mostly like businesses and cities. But I can give you my number. Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Here, I'll come up there, quit yelling at you. Oh, you can catch them, but you can't release them anywhere. That's because they're not. So Utah is one of the few states where raccoons are not native. So they're native in almost every state except for Utah, I think Nevada, obviously Hawaii, you know. But like, there's a few states, but almost every state they're native except for ours and a couple others. And the first one they noticed was in 1952, I believe.
Yeah.
But previous to that, the 100 some odd years the people were living here, they never saw any.
So what's your number? Yeah, they go in people's basements and live
Oh.
in their attics.
They'll live anywhere, man. Like the weirdest places you'll find raccoons sleeping. Like I said, even just a bush. We caught one just yesterday. So these reeds, you know, of course this is a real thin patch. There's nowhere for them to hide. But if you get like a whole like field, well, it doesn't even have to be a whole field, but a big thick patch, they'll just go nestle down in the middle of the reeds and go to sleep. We caught one just yesterday, just in the reeds, middle of the day. And they make these little tunnels through the reeds, kind of like a little gopher, you know, in the ground.
Yeah.
Just fast
You're
asleep.
a professional trapper.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. Well,
All right.
I don't trap a ton. It's mostly with the mink and dogs, but I do trap sometimes.
Yeah. That's really cool, that mink.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to meet you, Joe.
Well, good to meet you. You have a great day. Oh, I'm so happy. This is awesome. We got 3 muskrats,
Well.
1 cached from Boon, and it's time for us to go home. So, hey girls. Oh, look. We're digging holes in the canal. Come here.
Exactly.
Come here, girls. Come
Okay,
say
well.
goodbye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
So, great day. Glad you guys could join us. We'll show you more next time. Everyone's got their seatbelts on, but
Yeah, Daddy. I
Yep.
put my seatbelt all by myself. I put myself
job.
on myself.
oh, I have such big girls. I'm so proud of them.
I feel no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in paradise. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in paradise.
Look at that, Daddy.
Oh, yeah. Olive, what did you do to the poor dog? Poor little
Boggo.
Boggo, are you wearing clothes? Did Olive put clothes on you?